The superbike world is entering a new era, one defined not only by power and aerodynamic theatrics, but also by shifting global influence. That shift was unmistakably on display when Cfmoto unveiled the V4 SRR to the public for the first time, marking its most dramatic and ambitious debut yet. The motorcycle's reveal, accompanied by significant media attention, technical briefings, and a clear message of global intent, signaled that China's rising manufacturer is not merely experimenting with high-performance engineering. It is ready to challenge established superbike legends head-on. Cfmoto V4 SRR debut stunned spectators and industry analysts alike, not just for its striking design but for the boldness of its engineering claims. Built around an all-new 200-plus horsepower V4 engine, the motorcycle arrived as a statement piece, backed by years of patent filings, prototype sightings, and persistent rumors. Its first official showing confirmed that Cfmoto aims to break into the top echelon of superbike performance, a territory long dominated by European and Japanese manufacturers. The world had expected something serious. Few expected something this serious. This dramatic debut stands in stark contrast to the established methodical confidence with which BMW presents its machines, including the 2026 S1000RR. While BMW has long enjoyed global respect, Cfmoto used its unveiling of the SRR to announce a new level of ambition. One built on aggressive technology, aerodynamic theatrics, and promises of world-class performance. The S1000RR, by comparison, enters the latest model year with the quiet authority of a motorcycle whose reputation has already been proven through years of racing, refinement, and engineering discipline. Cfmoto V4 SRR is arguably the most ambitious motorcycle ever produced by a Chinese manufacturer. After years of growth through partnerships, collaborations, and step-by-step technological improvements, the company has now stepped into the global spotlight with a machine intended to disrupt the superbike hierarchy. The earliest technical insights into the V4 engine suggested compact packaging, aggressive rev limits, and mass centralization strategies aimed directly at European competitors, especially Ducati and Aprilia. Now that the SRR is a fully realized superbike, Cfmoto is positioning itself as a challenger on equal footing with long-established giants. BMW, by contrast, enters 2026 with a sense of confident refinement rather than reinvention. The S1000RR remains one of the most respected leader bikes in the world, powered by its 999 cubic centimeters inline-4 featuring the celebrated shift-cam variable intake system. With roughly 210 horsepower and 113 newton-meters of torque, BMW's engine offers relentless acceleration and a broad torque curve that has been shaped through years of competitive and road-based development. It remains one of the most polished superbike engines on the market. Power, however, tells only part of the story. Cfmoto V4 engine represents a generational leap, not just for the brand, but for the entire Chinese motorcycle industry. Its narrow-angle configuration, compact crankcases, and high-rev optimization mirror choices made by Europe's top superbike manufacturers. Yet the question remains, can Cfmoto deliver the refinement, thermal stability, and long-term durability expected from a modern, race-capable V4? BMW, with its extensive validation in world superbike-inspired development, stands on far more proven ground. Aerodynamics have become central to modern superbike identity, and both manufacturers have embraced the trend with enthusiasm. BMW's 2026 S1000RR features refined winglets and updated front fairing structures that enhance stability during high-speed braking and corner entry. These improvements draw heavily from the M1000RR and BMW racing DNA. Cfmoto SRR also boasts large aerodynamic winglets and aggressive fairing surfaces, but without competitive data, their real-world effectiveness remains speculative. Chassis engineering further highlights the philosophical divide between both motorcycles. BMW's aluminum frame has evolved through countless cycles of testing, producing razor-sharp dynamics and a stable, confidence-inspiring feel under extreme cornering loads. Cfmoto's chassis, believed to feature a lightweight aluminum twin-spar layout with premium suspension components, looks competitive on paper. Still, it remains untested in the high-G, high-temperature, long-session environments that expose the weaknesses of any first-generation superbike platform. Electronics have become the defining battleground of today's superbikes, and BMW remains the benchmark. With its advanced IMU, dynamic traction control, wheelie control, slide regulation, cornering ABS, launch control, and adaptive suspension options, the S1000RR digital ecosystem is one of the most sophisticated in the industry. Its full-color TFT display offers telemetry, customization, and race-optimized settings. Cfmoto is expected to include a similarly high-end IMU-based package, but matching BMW's software precision, refined over years of racing feedback, will be a formidable challenge. Real-world riding dynamics are likely to deepen the contrast even further. The S1000RR is celebrated not only for explosive power, but for its balance of predictability and refinement at everyday speeds. It is equally at home on a racetrack or a mountain road. Cfmoto SRR, depending on how aggressively its V4 is tuned, may face challenges in mid-range smoothness or heat management. Common hurdles for new V4 superbike architectures. If Cfmoto achieves both responsiveness and refinement, it would represent a remarkable engineering accomplishment. Value may become the SRR's most disruptive advantage. Cfmoto has built its reputation by offering performance at prices significantly below Japanese and European rivals. If the SRR delivers even 90% of BMW's capability for noticeably less, the superbike market could face a generational shift. BMW, however, counters with proven performance, durability, and global dealership support. Qualities that many superbike buyers prioritize as heavily as horsepower figures. Reliability will ultimately be one of the defining metrics. BMW S1000RR has earned its reputation in national racing series, endurance events, and thousands of high-mileage road bikes. Cfmoto, though improving quickly, has yet to demonstrate sustained reliability at the 200 horsepower level. Ownership experience, maintenance intervals, heat management, and long-term parts quality will determine whether the SRR becomes a landmark achievement or an overreaching experiment. Brand identity also plays a crucial role in this rivalry. BMW carries a legacy of engineering prestige and motorsport involvement, while Cfmoto still fights to reshape perceptions in Western markets. The SRR represents a symbolic leap, proof that China is serious about entering the performance elite. If successful, it could dramatically alter global expectations of Chinese motorcycles. If not, critics will see it as an ambitious first try that still falls short of the established titans.